Let's take a live look over Capitol Hill. A big day for the future of college sports in the U.S.
Major figures testified before lawmakers in the Senate voicing support for a bipartisan bill aimed at reining in the current landscape.
Last week, Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas and Democratic Senator Maria Cantwell of Washington State introduced the Protect College Sports Act. The legislation would give the NCAA an antitrust exemption to enforce several rules that have been challenged in court over the past few years.
The big four would be only allowing student athletes to transfer schools one time without a penalty, limiting their eligibility to just 5 years max, barring former pro athletes from playing in college, and prohibiting schools from poaching coaches from other schools while their sport is still in season.
Now, one of the major drivers behind this bill is the Wild West, that is the current name, image, and likeness, or NIL landscape in college sports. Under the current system, players can earn millions of dollars while moving freely between universities.
Now, during his opening testimony today, Senator Cruz said the current trajectory will widen the gap between the richest college programs and other institutions, potentially putting sports programs at colleges that heavily depend on football and basketball revenue at risk.
A few years ago, college football in Texas could be reduced to UT and A&M. Both incredible institutions, but if we wake up and those are the only football programs in Texas, we've done something tragically wrong. As much as I love them, I want to see Baylor and Rice and TCU and SMU and Texas Tech and all of the great institutions being able to compete.
Senator Cruz also expressed concerns that if Congress did not act, it would kill off every conference except the two most powerful ones in America, the SEC and the Big Ten. Representatives from either conference did not take a seat at the table today. Both opposed the bill, arguing it leaves critical issues unsolved.
But one of the biggest figures who spoke today is widely considered to be one of the best coaches in SEC and college football history. Former Alabama football head coach and seven-time national champion Nick Saban has faced criticism for his views on the changing landscape of college athletics. Today, he told lawmakers he thinks the current system is moving away from developing players and, quote, focusing on money, not life skills.
So to put this in perspective, if you had the biggest, baddest Ferrari that you could ever have and it was going 150 miles an hour toward the Grand Canyon, somebody needs to tap the brakes. Without legal certainty, every rule becomes another lawsuit, every standard becomes another risk, and the system keeps drifting toward the professional model.
Today's hearing was the third one in the past 5 years that addressed NIL, but no one has been able to get a bill to the floor for a vote.
Senator Cruz tells ESPN he is confident this bill will pass. Of course, it will need at least 60 votes to make it out of the Senate.